What's going on, everybody? May the 4th be with you. Tonight, we're going to have a blast in here hanging out with all of the PA Relic Hunters, and several of them have made sure that they are in costume. And so, celebrating May the 4th. Just so everybody that is aware tonight we are doing the giveaway from Monday's video. So until that giveaway happens, you still have time to go back and pick a short that you liked and leave a comment. Read the rules. Just make sure you follow the rules and be in chat. We're going to do that. And then at some point in time during the night tonight, we're going to do members only giveaway races for the month. So without further ado, I'm going to try to grab all these guys like at one time because, you know, we're just going to sit here and gossip and hang out for a little bit. But I see a lot of great faces in here, and I don't want to miss out tonight. So we're going to start it off with, we'll get them up here really fast. We're going to blow them up.
What's up, everybody?
What is going on?
So, first things first.
I cannot keep this on all night. I'm gonna.
So whose idea was this?
What?
Whose idea was the?
It wasn't Sean's. It wasn't Sean's.
I know it wasn't Sean's. Obviously, I've narrowed it down to two. I'm gonna guess Rich. It was Rich's idea.
No.
I think it was Dave's idea.
Really?
But he didn't even dress up for it.
What? Well, then why isn't Dave dressed up?
Oh, yeah, look.
You know, he loves throwing out ideas but never really following through. So I got Grogu.
Yeah.
And Baby Yoda's going to bed.
Grogu.
So, good night.
Grogu is going to bed. Good night, Grogu.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
And if you don't mind, I'm actually going to take this off since.
No, I mean, you've already broken the Mandalorian code. You're a horrible Star Wars guy.
I am a horrible Star Wars guy. And look, I'm sweating like can be in this thing.
Yeah, awesome. I can imagine it looks like a lot of work. You know, that's why I said I was going to refuse to dress up tonight. I just got me a nice Darth Vader background, and I figured I was in.
But you painted that, right, Shane?
Yeah, I painted
the whole background. Yeah, see, you're good.
Yeah, yeah, it's painted. We'll go with that.
Yeah, man. All right,
you guys.
You want to show the banner real quick?
Sure, Dave.
Put it on, huh?
Dave has made a banner for everybody today.
May the 4th be with you. There's Jerry, and there's Rich. There's Sean. And Tim Yoda.
The old wise man.
Hey guys, huh?
Heck yeah.
The age is about right. 580 years old?
Yeah, it's about right.
So if we're gonna go by Dave's poster, I gotta say that in all honesty, Jerry looks to be about the most photogenic one on there, honestly. He's got that scruffy, really good man look on there for a poster. He should have been an actor or something.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
That's it. I don't know if you can tell, but this thing does not fit. Look, it's supposed to zipper up here. And I got guy that wears this actually is really, really small. And
Is it that he's really small, or is it that you've just ate too many Twinkies?
There's a good possibility it's both. I'm gonna go with both.
No comment.
No comment on that. So,
well, it's definitely a very cool costume. First of all, I wanted to start today by saying that over the course of you guys putting videos out, you know, I've really felt like, you know, watching your videos, I felt like I belonged in the video with you, like I was a part of your group. I think that's one of the things that you guys do really well, is that every time I watch a video, I feel like I'm part of your group, and I think that's really cool.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah, we do appreciate that. I think, you know, metal detecting as a hobby, I think the people that do it are a lot alike. And, you know, people that we've metal detected with, we have just as much fun with them as we do with each other. And I think that's the reason why.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
everyone always like after they come with us at least once, they're like, "Yeah, can we come more often?" I'm like, "Maybe, I don't know."
Well, that brings me. I mean,
we try to.
That's kind of a tough question because, and I know that you're doing a lot of wood hunts and farm fields and stuff like that, but taking 4 guys out on a permission sometimes is that a little bit more difficult to get permission when you've got a big group, because you would feel like a smaller group would be an easier yes.
Not it was, we actually questioned that at first too. Like when we started getting Jerry in, we're like, is this going to be hard for us to do yards? But a lot of times we end up, we may end up hitting 2 yards in a day instead of just 1. But it's never been a problem. Most of the time people are just so excited to, like, they just like talking and hearing about what we might find, that they don't care how many people are actually there. So
I actually go ahead, Sean.
Believe it or not, I noticed whenever we would all be together trying to get a yard permission, it seems like the homeowner is actually more comfortable when there's more of us than whenever there's just one person walking up. So I just got that feeling from,
That's kind of strange. Because
I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, me and Dave are like the ones that are the most shy to go to the door. I mean, Sean and Rich, man, they go right up. They'll start conversations with people. They can just start a conversation. I think me and Dave are more like introverted. We have a hard time starting a conversation, but once we get going, we all kind of contribute to the conversation and really create a rapport with the landowner very quickly, usually. I mean, I think that I've been with these guys for over a year now, and I can't honestly think of one time that we've been turned away. They have been out when we seem to go, like, we'll split up, like me and Sean will go, or Rich and Dave will go. When it's just the 2 of us, sometimes we get turned away. It seems like we get turned away more than when we're all together. And I don't know if that's because we look like more professional or more of a legit thing, because we do explain to them that we have a YouTube channel, and we're trying to find the history in the ground and all that stuff.
It's not always the first thing we say.
No, I mean, Rich will start a conversation with a landowner about something that he's got sitting on his porch. Or I remember one time, Rich, we pulled into the guy's house, knocked on the door, and Rich turns around and points out into the garden. I forget what you asked him. He's like, "Hey, are those like something he was growing in the garden?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you want to see?" And he takes us out to the garden, and we started this big conversation. I think we were talking to the guy for like 15 minutes. I don't know if you remember this time, but it's stuck in my brain. But we were talking to the guy for like 15, 20 minutes. We didn't even ask him for permission yet. And we were like joking with a guy. And then we're like, "Hey, you mind if we metal detect?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead. No problem." So,
what was just funny is, like, we're talking about whatever it was in the garden. And it's just like one of those things. The guy's like never even once asked, "So what are you guys here for? You didn't come just to say, hey, what's in the garden?"
Right. I was getting ready to say, that would be the first thing on my mind is, hey, what do these guys actually want? And then he just takes off. Must have ADD with people knocking on his door or something. I don't really. That's kind of weird. But I really thought that, and the way we normally approach it here is we approach it usually just one of us goes to the door, and most of the time it's not even. And as a group, I don't know that. I always felt like a group would be more detrimental to getting a permission, but I guess not.
Sometimes me or Jerry will actually
we hang back. We always go to the door, right?
Get in the truck while those 2 go up, and then we know if they're still there like 5 minutes, then we know it's not a no, and you're talking to them. So then we'll get out and walk up to them. But they do say there's 2 other guys. Then we'll go up to them. We'll see what they're talking about and introduce ourselves. And usually they already have the permission by then. So,
okay, well, let's step back just a little bit. First of all, if I'm correct, you're just right around north of the Pittsburgh area in that general vicinity. Am I close?
Me and Dave are in Pittsburgh.
mm-hmm.
In Pittsburgh, and then we have Jerry and Sean, which are north of Pittsburgh. But a lot of the times we meet a lot of times we go up there. and then or we'll meet down here and we'll do some places down this way. It's really a mix all the time. We've been lately going up there a lot more because there's a lot more wood hunts during the winter. So once we start doing some yard permissions, we'll probably head back down this way sometimes. So
I was gonna say, I just told Rich, I said our woods hunts are gonna be drying up here pretty quick. It's starting to get pretty green and pretty thick in the woods. So
And ticks.
oh,
Yeah. And then I was getting ready to say that the farmers here started planting their crops this week too, so that usually slows that down as well. So it kind of changes the dynamic. So what does the summers look like for you guys? Is it you guys go out once or twice a week? Kind of what's a week like in preparation for digging for you guys?
That's
we really
funny.
don't prepare anything. We just we have a group text with everybody, and somebody will just shoot out an idea, and we just go from there. There's not really a whole bunch of planning. We just decide where we want to go. Like we have an idea of like Jerry and I will kind of look at maps. Jerry's the main map guy, but we'll dig into that. Sometimes it takes a month to come up with a good site, but normally we just get together in a group chat and figure something out pretty quickly.
A lot of times, like summertime, maybe only two of us can get out. So a lot of times the other two guys are busy, so we still try to get at least two of us out there.
Yeah, it seems the camaraderie of having a 4-man team kind of going out, and I always find myself, for some reason, and please don't take this the wrong way, I find myself always rooting for Dave, because Dave seems to be like the goofy guy that's kind of left out. I mean, that
he's never left out.
He's just, he's like, or he's a little slow in the process. That's just my impression. I'm like, oh man, poor Dave. I hope Dave wins today. When you guys
he's always the one finding the silver though.
Yeah, I know. I was just getting ready to say, I've probably grown a little bit, have a little bit more of affinity for Dave, because I talk to him in the chats all the time, because he hangs out in a lot of the chats and comes in and has always been, real verbal like that.
He's definitely slow.
Oh, I did prepare like, because, I've never really had a group effort before. So the thing of it is I was sitting here kind of thinking of it today, and, I know how, like when you do your introduction, you kind of just throw everybody out there as for what their expertise, or, what the main dynamic that they play for the group is. And so I just I was sitting here, I thought I'd have a little fun with it today. And not only, so just remember, it's going to be like a game. You guys can't pick yourself when I ask a question, but you guys got to pick somebody else in the group. So if somebody's the guy for that, I want to know from his opinion of the rest of you, which one else is like really good at it. So you just you get to ask a question. You get to pick another guy. So who you think's the best at something, and I know that. So if anybody doesn't know, these guys pretty much have their own little expertise in areas that they seem to excel in. A couple guys are really good at like knocking on doors, and some people are really good at maps and stuff like that. But I kind of want to know how the group feels about each other. So as far as just overall research, who's the guy in the group?
Jerry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jerry.
I'm going Jerry.
Jerry.
So this video thing is funny. Is it kind of like flips the way you're looking? So
yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going Jerry on the. He does the most research, but I would go second would be either me or Sean.
I just want to know who Jerry thinks is second. That's all.
I would actually agree. I'd say there for a while. I'd say it was Rich and Sean, but recently Sean has really been hitting the maps and the old book, the old websites hard. He's been sending me, hey, what do you think about this place? And I'm like, because I can navigate my apps a little quicker than he can. He's getting faster, so I'm like, maybe on this side of the road or maybe on that side of the road. But he's really starting to get the hang of the navigating through the maps. So
there you go. So Sean's
really
that
second place then.
Yeah, I'd say you were tied, but I think Sean might be starting to inch away a little bit.
Sounds good. There's no wrong answers here, so it's all good.
Rich is good with the LiDAR maps.
Yeah, he's good with the LiDAR.
Very good. Yeah.
Well, LiDAR is a whole, when you're doing the woods hunting, LiDAR is essential, man. I got to say that's been one of the saving graces of going out in the woods. Which one of you guys is the best coin shooter? Who's
the map just to get home?
I'd say Dave.
Dave's the best coin shooter.
He's been
Dave,
doing it for so long with the coin shooter. That's all he used to do. So
I'm almost certain that every tone on his metal detector is toned out except for silver and nickels.
So Dave, who do you think shoots coins well besides yourself?
When we're in the woods, Jerry's always the one to find the first coins, the old coins.
Jerry's finding the first coin. I got you.
As soon as he turns the detector on.
John's been really good with his legend now in yards.
Yeah, his legend's starting to kick butt.
I mean, when we get somewhere, he's like within 30 seconds, I look and he's already digging something up. I'm
yeah, so I'm gonna jump on that for just a second. You went from the AT Pro to the Legend, Sean?
I did.
That's got to be like an amazing change and increase in how you felt about detecting.
Well, you know what? I was scared because I had used the AT Pro for so long. It was scary to go to something else. But to be honest, switching over to the Legend was quite simple, and it's an awesome machine. I love it.
Yeah,
he says it's quite simple, but the funny thing is he was always asking, "Hey guys, listen to this real quick. I just wanted to make sure I'm even here." He goes, "I still can't understand this thing." Constantly, he's like, "I don't get it. I don't get it. I can never figure out what it is." So
it's one of them things when you start getting older that change is scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I definitely agree with you there. I like the Legend. I like that it's pretty programmable and it's pretty affordable. So it's really it's a lot of fun. Huh?
It's a good machine.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really good machine. Back onto my other thing though, and I think I know where we're going to head with this, but we'll finish it out. Who is absolutely the best at getting permissions?
Rich.
Rich.
Jeez, look at you guys.
So everybody says Rich. Rich, who do you think, buddy?
My second.
Yeah, your second.
I would actually say Sean.
Yeah, I got you.
My second.
Rich,
you know what? Go ahead.
Rich is an amazing talker. He can come up with a conversation with anybody.
Yep,
that's true.
He acts like he just knows them, like they're family when he starts talking to them. And say, "Hey, I'm Rich. What's your name?" right away. And the person just says, "Yeah, my name's so and so," and he just talks to him like he knows them, like an old friend. And that's the easiest thing to do. Talk to him like you really know them and stuff. You know.
I told Rich before he ought to run for mayor down there where he lives.
Politician Rich.
Yeah.
I know that when he called me up on the telephone that night, it was 2 seconds into the conversation, and it felt like I was talking to a brother that I hadn't talked to in 5 years. That's how it felt. I mean, it was just that instant. And the first night we sit and had a real conversation. I think we talked almost an hour that night. It felt like. I mean, it was just like one thing right after the next. It was really a good conversation.
It was. And it's kind of funny. Shane was actually. I could almost tell. I think there was probably 5 times where he was like, "All right, so so we'll end up doing this." I knew he was trying to get off, but I kept this conversation going.
Yeah, you know what? So now I know what to do when people knock on my door. I got it. Just slam it in their face and be done.
That's it.
So who's the gadget guy? Who's the tech guy of the group?
Sean.
Really?
Well, because you had the drone, Jerry's got the drone too. I don't know. That's a hard one. Who's the gadget guy?
Yeah, who's the guy that gets, who has the phone, the new phone, the first? Who has, all the gadgets?
Rich has got the newest phone.
Yeah,
with us. So.
I would say Rich because he's the one that is all on us about getting our footage into the Google Drive to make sure that everything is saved appropriately, and he's got the new phone, and
all right,
constantly trying to convince Sean to get a new phone.
Well, he did sell his old phone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got my old phone,
I
so
got the hand-me-down.
Yep.
So I get it. So Sean's kind of like the guy that's just, I get it. He's I don't want to say the cheap guy, but the guy that just doesn't want to, kind of jump that
Oh,
far
no.
ahead into the future.
No. Sean's not that guy.
Well, I mean, he was last to get rid of the
nice
pro.
stuff. He just didn't want to. I don't want to say who the cheap guy is. It might be Jerry. No, I'm kidding.
Am I cheap?
No. No, just kidding. I just didn't want to say Dave.
So
I'm not
let's
cheap.
go back.
He's not cheap. He's not cheap.
So I got to get my consensus here. I got one
right.
vote for Gary from Rich. Who else thinks who thinks is the tech guy? Who else? What else? Dave.
It's not me. Oh, probably Rich. Like I said, he had to buy a new laptop, but we use it for us guys and loading videos up on it. And the phone he uses, he needed the best phone because he does most of the filming and he wants it to look good. So
Got it. Sean, you think the same thing?
Yeah, I agree. It's Rich. He's real particular about how the videos get put into the folders and stuff, as far as the dates, the times, and he keeps everything organized as far as the gadget stuff goes.
All right. Well, we got a consensus there. So that's what, Jerry, you were on the same boat too, right? You were on the Rich boat on that one?
I'm on the Rich boat.
On the Rich boat on that. That's pretty good though. I gotta write down my answers here or I'll forget.
I guess everyone's got one, right?
And now here's the other thing, and I think you guys were already alluding to it just a second ago. And this is my last question for this stupid game. So, in the last question for the game, who's the? Oh, I'm sorry, I got two more. Ah, shoot.
Sorry.
Who's the motivator of the group? Who's always on everybody to make sure that they're out and ready to go? Kind of make sure everything's lined up. Who kind of motivates everybody to get out the door?
I think there's a mixture of people. Sean's always the one that's got everything packed and ready for us, and like extra batteries, like food. Of course,
food. Yeah.
So does Rich.
Yep.
I'm on everyone. Like, hey, we're getting here at this time, and by that, like, I'm the more of the scheduler, like making sure we're getting together and when we're doing it, and like, and normally I guess I'm the one that calls.
Can't pick yourself, Rich.
I can't pick myself. I'm just saying, like, there's time, like, I'll call Dave and say, hey, Dave, are we driving? And then we're going to meet them here. And then, I guess, but I would pick Sean if I had to pick someone.
All right, go ahead, Dave. What'd you say?
I said, pick me.
No.
I always want to go out. I'm usually one that's available to go out.
Dave's always available to go out.
Yeah.
Got it. And Jerry, who'd you pick out of that deal?
I think I picked Rich.
Dave, who'd you pick?
Sean.
Rich and Sean. So we're kind of even on this one here. Okay. Yeah. And the last second is, when days aren't good or when things aren't working out so well, who's the guy that kind of keeps the hunt together? Who's the glue guy of the group that, when things aren't going well, kind of make sure that the day still turns out decent? Who's that guy? You guys seem really reluctant to have opinions about each other.
When we're out with Jerry, I think it's Jerry pushes. Because I know when we're out doing some of these woods hunts, we're hiking like 2 or 3 miles, and back, and I'm still a half mile back.
They don't put a leash on you and drag you?
They don't wait for me, so.
Well, it's not that we don't wait for you. It's just
makes me to keep going. So.
You just walk a little slow, Dave. That's all.
I do, but
save it for wolves.
The last time we were out, we did a huge woods hunt. I mean, we had this piece of property that was huge, and the very far end, it was probably 4 miles across.
Yeah.
But there was old home sites littered all over this property, and I didn't want to go back there, and so we went to the furthest spot first. It turned out to be a bust. We went 4 miles. I mean, it was hard walking, and it was a bust. Then I'm like, listen, I don't want to have to come back here. Let's just hit every spot. So we bounced around to probably 5 or 6 different spots. I bet you we did 8 miles that day. I think we did. And I mean, we were beat. And I think we did end up getting a barber quarter and some decent relics, but nothing like we thought we were going to find. We thought we were going to just kill this place, but it just didn't turn out.
Just getting back in there, we had to climb down a creek and climb up an 8-foot embankment and carving steps into the side of the wall with our shovel.
Yeah.
Which was pretty ingenious there.
All right, so the motivator, depending on what it is and keeping everyone together, I would go Jerry on that part. Like if it's all 4 of us together, I'd put Jerry as the motivator.
Got it. And then the glue guy was the glue guy Jerry as well. What would you say, Sean?
I was just going to say my vote's for Jerry too, because he is about the only one of all 4 of us that doesn't get sour when you don't find something. Like if the other guys are finding stuff and you're not, you kind of get down in the dumps. Jerry doesn't do that. He doesn't, for some reason. Maybe it's because he finds something every time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I've never seen Jerry down in the dumps when we were out.
As long as somebody's finding something, I'm happy.
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's the way I am too. Because when we go out and dig, I want something good to come out of the ground. I don't care who finds it, just as long as it doesn't stay in that ground when we leave. So I'm absolutely the same way. Yeah, I got my little list here, and as far as my list goes, there's a lot of Sean and Jerry is good second places on this list. So I feel like you guys didn't turn on each other like I thought you would. I thought I thought I was going to get something. I thought I was going to find something where you guys would just start digging on one for something. I thought I was going to get somebody to talk smack about somebody. It just didn't work out. You guys were pretty even keeled, so I would say that y'all passed that test. That's for sure.
No, we really all do get along. Like there's really nothing we really are a great team, which is awesome. Like to say that we have a great team. It's not what you expect, but we really put a lot of work into what we do. So
no, I was trying to have a little fun just to see if I could get somebody to throw some digs in there, throw a little shade out there, and then I was going to play with it a little bit. I know
I was going to pick on Dave, but I didn't want to do that today.
It still might happen.
It still might happen.
It's
not over yet.
Nice, right? Yep.
I hate to say it, but Dave does seem like the target of the group. If you were to start messing with somebody in the group, it would be Dave.
That's usually I pick on Dave in the videos.
Yeah,
he gets the most abuse from me probably.
You got to leave your feelings at home. That's all.
Hey, that's okay. That's a good thing, man. I being able to take it's fun as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I thought somebody had.
No.
So let's just look at like this weekend coming up. Have you guys already thought about what you're going to do on the weekend? I know this weekend is fast approaching. Have you guys got some idea where you're going, or have you not really finished coming up with an area? And then once you figure out where you're going, do you guys start researching a little bit individually and start coming up with ideas and then throw it together in your group text? How's that going to work this weekend?
So Sean has been researching all week. He actually found an old sawmill site down along a creek. So we might hit that spot up, try to find a landowner and get permission for that. And then I also located a small area as well that we might hit. And then I actually, just before we got on here, guys, and I didn't tell anybody yet, but a girl that I work with just messaged me and said, "Hey, are you interested in metal detecting this property?" Sent me the address. And so I'm going to call the guy tomorrow. So we definitely have a farm field to hit around an old barn and an old home site. So
there you go.
Shelly from Shelly and Dawn, they wanted me to, she just texted me and she goes, "Rich, you're one of the meanest detectorists ever. I'm going to tell them all." And I had to say it before she said it in the chat. So
the chat's been blowing by tonight. I have not had an opportunity because I knew that the way this was going to go today, that if I got into the chat that much today, that we would get way off track. And, I had some real big curiosities about, you guys as a whole. So I didn't want to get too much into the chat. And I did see her. I seen Dawn and Shelly. They were going through here pretty quick. I saw some stuff, but I didn't quite catch it. So, but if she says Rich is mean, I'll take her word for it because she's nothing but nice.
She is super nice. She's amazing. But
you made her eat hot carrots. That's why.
What's that?
You made her eat hot carrots.
Oh yeah, hot carrots at the Come On Swinging event. We went to a Mexican restaurant with Detecting History 76. Chad, he was an awesome guy. But anyways, so we went to dinner with them. I had to take these things off. It was getting hot. And then when we were out there, they brought us tacos. It was on a plate and it was really cool. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. Like it looked good. And then I'm like, why are there carrots on my plate? Like who puts carrots with tacos? And the guy's like, oh yeah, no, they're good. They're spicy. And I go, okay, I'll try one. They were the hottest carrots I've ever eaten. They were soaked in jalapeno sauce, or like the drippings or whatever. They put it right into the sauce of the jalapenos and they soak it and they marinate it and it was unbelievable. So before we left to go back to the hotel where all these people were with like Bobby Buddha, all these people that were there, I came and grabbed a little container. I said, is there any way that you can get me a bunch of the carrots? Just the carrots. I don't want the jalapenos. So the guy got me a whole little container of these carrots, and I brought them back and I gave some to Shelly because I was like, guys, you got to try these things. They're amazing. And she ate it. She like spit it out. Oh, it was absolutely hilarious. And no one else wanted to eat them. So there was a Canadian hockey team there at the time. And they're like, what are you going to do with all the carrots? I'm like, I'm going to go ask them if they'll eat them. Oh, it was quite funny. And yeah, it was actually great. It was hilarious because all of them, some of them were like, oh my God, this is the worst thing in my life. It was absolutely funny. These tough guys were all wimping down to some carrots. So it was really good.
I like the hot stuff. Me and the boy, we mess with the one chip challenge. We'll eat the wings from Quaker Steak and Lube. We'll do all that stuff. It's a blast. That Dirt Clod Metal Detecting said, who came up with the idea of the TV show with the Explorer and the old coins?
I actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So the story behind that is before I got into metal detecting, I was an avid hunter and fisherman, and I actually knew a guy. He actually has his own YouTube channel. It's called Leatherwood Outdoors. His name is John Royer, and they videotape everything from rattlesnake hunting to deer hunting to turkey hunting, anything you could think of. But he has these videos that he essentially will video of himself in period 1700s clothes with a muzzleloader. He'll go out and he'll deer hunt. So anyways, us liking the history so much, and we always wonder that the old coins and things that we find, like, can you imagine how this coin from 1802 got here? And, the area that we found that in was just gorgeous. I mean, you could just look around, huge rocks, hemlock trees. I mean, just one of the prettiest areas you could ever imagine. And, it really took us back in time. So, I messaged the guys that says, hey, what do you think about me reaching out to this guy that I know to see if he would be interested in, filming a, period type hunt or period type video of how these coins may have got to where we ended up finding them. So I sent him a message and say, hey, what do you think about this idea for a video? He's already on YouTube. So, he's into the content as well. So he thought about it. He says, well, shoot me over something. So I spent the next 2 days typing something up. I gave the guy a name. He traveled, he was a soldier in a Revolutionary War. He traveled across the Appalachian Mountains and settled here in Western Pennsylvania from an old land grant that he got in the war. So I sent him all that typed out with some pictures that I pulled from the internet to give him a really good idea. And he says, dude, I think it's awesome. He says, I think I have enough footage already filmed for you. So he sent us an hour and a half of footage.
Yeah.
And I went through and then I picked certain things out of certain videos, and I tried to create this story of this guy that traveled across the, Pennsylvania, Penns Woods, and settled in Western Pennsylvania. And it really turned out good. We're very happy with it. We wish it would have got, 100,000, a million views, but just as, getting the positive feedback in the store, in the comment section is what made it. And as long as people could enjoy it and they can, we had a lot of people that were like 8th generation landowners that their fathers or their great grandfathers, that's actually how they settled on that day. We've actually had 5 or 6 people comment my great grandfather did that. So that's what meant the most to us.
That's really cool. And so just for a second, go into the videos that guys, so I taking a little bit of pride in what you put out there. It's obvious that happens on every video that's done. The editing is clean, everything looks really nice. There's always something extra to the video, and obviously you put a little bit of value in production, and making a great product. Are y'all still having fun making the videos? Is that a blast for you guys still, or has it turned at all?
No,
I can't wait till the video comes out Saturday morning. I'm itching to watch it.
Itching to watch.
He's the stickler. He's like, hey guys, did you get the video done? Or is it made? Is it ready? Or do you guys? Or is it going to be out by this time? Yeah, he's always the one to let us know that if it's not, or keep us on track with that.
I get excited watching our videos just because they make me laugh.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
Not every time, no.
The hunting and the filming part comes so natural to us. I mean, we just do it now. It's not like something we have to force ourselves to do. But I will say that, Rich, he does a lot of the editing, and then I started helping out with the editing because, anybody that has a YouTube channel, YouTube burnout is a thing. Editing week after week after week after week, it does get redundant and it does start to drain you. And that's why a lot of channels don't succeed, is because, they're not consistent. Consistency with YouTube is the thing. Like, as long as you're putting something out, whether it's bi-weekly or weekly, as long as you're doing that, YouTube will find a way to push your videos eventually. But it is hard to do that. It is hard to make sure that you have a video out every week, because anybody that edits videos can understand how hard it is.
Right? It's a lot of time.
Yeah,
there's a lot of time it gets into it. And, Jerry's been picking up the slack. Like, not that I've had I didn't have burnout, but it's not burnout. It's just, you sometimes just need a break. And I have someone to be able to pick it up, like where it is. And Jerry just does, if you watch the videos, sometimes you'll notice that they're a little bit different. And you can tell when Jerry edits to when I edit. They're similar. They're very similar, but he adds a little bit different stuff than what I add, which is awesome. And it gives it some variety between the thing. If you wanted to, Jerry or Sean and Dave don't edit, which is perfectly okay, because we pick up that part. That's our job, and that's what we do. And that's the best part of it. I love doing it. I just sometimes don't always get the time to do it. Schedules are busy.
I think I have one video on our whole channel that I edited, but you have to zoom all the way back to the very first episode. But I don't recommend anybody watches it.
Yeah,
I recommend everybody watch it.
Yes. Now it's on.
Give a thumbs up too on it.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-minute video that took me like 3 days to edit.
There's a lot of time that goes into every video. I mean, there's just, sometimes you pick up things that in the video you're like, oh man, I really want to put that in. So you add some things that you picked up on while you were watching the video and editing it. You're like, you know what, I want to add that in too. So you'll have to, you message the guys, hey, can you take a picture of this or do something with this or whatever it is. So it is a big collaboration, but it's a lot of work keeping all the video clips organized, because there are possibly 4 of us filming at one time, being able to put it all together in one folder so we can edit everything down. and it's a lot of fun. I'm not tired of it yet. I mean, there are a few hunts that I just take a mental break and just go and hunt instead of actually filming. And, you know, a couple things I've missed, like great filming, but I was by myself, so it's not the same as when you have a group of guys there. So like I don't film it because it doesn't make sense to. But overall, like, I don't know. I'm not tired of it yet. I don't know. Jerry? I still find it really fun. So
Yeah, I love editing.
Peter asked what editing software do you use, Rich?
the one I use is DaVinci.
DaVinci is
DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci Resolve. I love it. It has a lot of. I barely touch the surface of what it can actually do. There's so many things it can actually do that I just don't do it. Scares me. I'm not a professional editor. I try, but I'm not that great yet.
Hey,
So-
that's all good. Is that if we were professional editors, then you know none of us would be sitting here hanging out on a live stream on a Thursday, right?
Right.
So
No,
I'll have to give a quick plug to the software that I use. It's actually mobile software. That video that I edited from the the story of the guy coming out west, that was all done on my phone. It's LumaFusion. I don't know if anybody's
heard of that one before.
Oh, it's amazing. I keep trying to get Rich to come to the dark side, but he likes editing on his computer. I do all the editing on my phone, and I forget. My brother just got into got his own channel too, and I sent the software over to him, and he loves it. Like he picked it up real quick. So LumaFusion's awesome. It's like a $39 one-time thing, but it's really good.
And that's on your phone. That's mobile software.
It's all mobile software. Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, I've got several different ones that I use. I've tried all different ones. What's funny is that I like the computer myself. I like to sit here in front of the screen, clip everything out, and go through it. My daughter, she will edit on the phone like there's no tomorrow. So I know that everybody has their own way to go about. And
I mean, I did when we first started. For the first probably year and a half, I edited everything on my phone. It just, I was, someone told me to try to do the computer, and I bought the good computer because of it. And it's been, I love the computer. For me, it was, it's better than the phone because I did the phone. I was using Power Director before, which was great. It just, then I upgraded. To me, I feel like it's an upgrade. The phone was easy. I did like the phone. But like, there's more features that I can do with the computer than I could have on my phone. So not that it was bad. It just, to me, it was my preference to go with the computer. I'm staying the light side, buddy. No dark side. So
I think Jerry should tell everybody what we use to find our old home sites in the wooded areas for maybe helping some people out, or different apps and different
but I'm sure that you guys, let me just go through and say that you use a LiDAR site. I heard you already talking about that. You use LiDAR, probably for your woods hunts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's an invaluable tool. Everybody kind of likes historic aerials to get a shot back to the late 30s and 40s and stuff like that. Beyond that, Library of Congress maps. How do you find your local maps? A little bit about that.
So using just a quick Google search of whatever township and county that you live in, or whatever township and county that you actually want to go to search, to metal detect. So if you just literally in Google type in 1800s map of, like, for instance, we're in Armstrong County, Pine Township, or Washington Township. You do that, you'll get an 1861 map that comes up. You'll get an 1876 map, I believe. And then, so you have those two maps. So what we usually do is we'll check the home sites on the 1860s map, cross-reference it with the 1870s map, then cross-reference it to your app on your phone. The one that we use the most is Gaia GPS. That actually acts as a GPS, so you could literally walk around the farm field on your phone. If the dot was there in 1908, you can walk right up to it and get within the 200-foot radius of whatever that home site was. If it was gone by 1908, those are the ones we like to find the most. They're harder to find because you can't just walk up to it. You actually have to search.
That's where the LiDAR comes in, because I can also do the same thing where the LiDAR app that I use, I actually here, hold on. I think it's hold on, I got it. He can't have it on his iPhone. That's why I like my Android.
Here we go.
So, yep, here it comes. So anyways, no, the LiDAR is really nice, is I can pinpoint a spot and it takes us right to the cellar hole that I find, and it'll tell you how far away you are, unless you're in a spot where there's no internet service at all. So you're then now screwed. But other than that, it's the same type of thing where you can walk up through and go directly to it. So if there's nothing there, the LiDAR comes in handy to be able to try to pinpoint the cellar holes that way too.
So do you ever happen upon an undocumented home site? I mean, because that's happened to me several times where there wasn't supposed to be a house there, and lo and behold, you saw a little something on the LiDAR that wasn't quite there, and you find a home site. Has that happened to you all?
Yeah, I mean, even the last video where we found the 1800 coins and where we made the big story about, that was one of those ones. I mean, that area that we were going to search was 1850s. And we weren't expecting to actually find, oh, sorry. Hey, how are you guys? It was one of those things, is like, we weren't expecting to find what we found until we got there. So it was, we went to look for the 1850s houses. We knew where those foundations were. We found them on the map of where they roughly were, even in the LiDAR. So we were getting close. And then all of a sudden, we ended up going to a small spot. We stumbled across another spot where we ended up finding other stuff. So there had to have been another foundation. On the map, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any traces of it, but there had to have been something there. So
I don't think there's ever really been a time where we looked out into a farm field and said, we look out into a lot of farm fields and say, man, that'd be a nice place for a house. But we've never went and actually hunted a field blindly, just because we're in Western Pennsylvania, and largely our area hadn't been settled until probably the mid to late 1800s. And, but like, you go east of the Appalachians, I mean, you can hit any field out there and potentially find some coppers or whatever. But over here, it's a little different. It was settled later. So you really, we intentionally try to go find these spots, and then we end up stumbling across other things while we're looking for those specific spots.
Yeah. So starting this year out, I mean, I know we're halfway through the year almost, but when you started the year out this year, what was everybody's bucket list item that they really wanted to find this year? Because everybody has that conversation on January 1st. What you want to find this year? I'd like to hear what each of y'all was looking for.
Jerry, go.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Of course, I think we talked about finding a real. I think for years I've never seen one found, and then the guys up until last fall had never found one, and then Rich found one last year. So we're like, we got to find some reals. I wonder if we'll ever find one again. We got two this year so far, so it's turning out to be a pretty good year. So real was my thing. Like I haven't found one yet, but I want one.
Me either.
Go ahead, Sean.
Sean, go.
Mine was an SLQ, and I'm up to 2 now.
I still haven't found one.
I'm going to brag a little bit right here. So whenever we went out to the Come Out Swinging event on the East Coast, Eastern PA, I found my second SLQ at a site that Charlie Harley took us to, and the Hoover boys hunted it, and Quarter Hoarder Group hunted it. Yeah. And I found the SLQ on that site.
Nice.
With the legend, right?
With the legend.
Okay.
Legendless quarters.
Just wanted to brag a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a good brag. That's a good one.
Yeah. But nope, I knocked my major bucket lister off. SLQ.
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, one of them was that I just found this year was a trime. So I found 1853 was really exciting. Never thought in my lifetime I'd find that.
He would not have found that if it wasn't for Jerry, because he literally was giving up on it.
Give up on things easy too.
He was backing out of the hole. I'm like, let's just spend a little bit more time in this thing.
Yeah.
That, well, now it's probably a flying eagle in Brielle. Still trying to find a flying eagle.
Flying Eagle's the best. That's the one that's only a couple years. I feel like it's one of the harder coins to find. I got one this year. I haven't put it on a video yet, but I finally got one this year, and I was completely amazed that I didn't think I'd ever find one.
I'm the only one who had found one, and not even that. I found 4 in the last 2 years. So I have enough for all the guys. I just everyone, but I have not found a fatty Indian yet. So every fatty Indian I think I get, it was a flying eagle. So I got to say, my bucket lister for this year that I have not found yet is a cap bust. I want something cap bust.
Don't we all, man? Don't we all?
Yeah, I got close last year. I got a first year seeded, no stars. That was pretty close. I was 1 year off. I was really, really close on that one. So.
That's a fantastic list. I was with Sean. The SLQ has evaded me for a long time. I've never been able to find the quarters. I mean, I've only got, I've got a handful of like Washingtons, but nothing any older as far as quarters go. I want quarters, man. That's what I want. I'm with you there. Oh, looky there.
The funny thing is, whenever you find your first one, you'll start popping them out left and right.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's the case because a lot of the places that we dig around here have been dug a lot. So
Yeah.
we're picking through what a ton of detectors have hit. This Ohio River Valley is probably the earliest spot settled in going west. From because that's how you followed it out to the Mississippi River. There's a lot of late 1700s. We don't find anything from then, but that's when people started showing up here. So, but there's a lot of detectorists that come through here and hunt too. So, we always feel like we're going after somebody else. I've been digging with Brian a lot lately, and we're going through places that you can't find a quarter signal, but you can find 500 nickels. Somebody's been there, so
right.
You just kind of take what you can get, but. I definitely want to get them quarters off my back. I'd like to have a quarter from back, but I do have a half real. So yeah, it's I guess everybody's white whale ends up being something stupid or different.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So yeah, I guess that you guys enjoy going out as a group. How many of you guys get out by yourself and dig? And does that happen very often? And do you just wait to hunt with a group?
We normally wait to hunt with the group, but lately I haven't gotten out in a while because I've been every weekend has just been having something going on. So I had the itch. So I've been going out just the neighbor's houses, like really close to me, just randomly. And I'll get a half hour, 45 minutes. So it gives me some feeling like I'm getting out there a little bit, but so very rarely do I get to go out by myself or do it by myself. I normally wait for someone else to come in. So.
All right. Well, the other thing is that we've squawked for quite a hot minute here. I want to go ahead and give away the gift card from Monday's video,
right.
Just so everybody is aware. You had to leave a comment on Monday's video. You had to comment which YouTube short that you like the best, and you just had to be a subscriber. If you're not a member, you had to be present to win. So I've got it drawn up. There's some comments that do not qualify. If I hit one of those comments, I will redraw it, but I'm going to bring it up really fast here.
While you're doing that, Shane, I got to say, the last time we were on your show, we were just hitting it at 1,000 subscribers at that time.
Right.
That was it was what, 2 years ago or so? It's been about
that. Yeah. I would say I've been doing the stream for a little over 2 years, so I would say it's been at least a year and a half. Maybe I've been doing it 3 years. I don't know. That's hard. I can't even remember. January of 21, I started doing the stream. So
okay.
So it was probably right around that time.
It's amazing to see the growth in a year or 2 years since the last time we were on.
There's probably not even enough time to get into that today, but the last 8 months for you guys has been absolutely amazing. And I think it speaks to a lot of what we were talking about earlier, just the camaraderie, the excitement for one another, and the whole group mentality and going out and having a great time. I think people really like positivity, and they want to see that when they sit down to watch a video. And I think that's kind of what sets you guys apart right now. And I've been totally impressed. I've been going through a lot of your older content, just watching, just getting caught up on some of the things I didn't see. And I always say that I don't always comment because I'm sitting there watching at work when I'm not supposed to be. But
Dave,
you guys do a fantastic job. And if anybody hasn't jumped over and watched how these guys go out in the field and how their videos come across and, how well put together they are, you need to do so. The PA Relic Hunters is probably one of my favorite metal detecting channels left on YouTube. And I've stopped watching a lot of the bigger channels. So,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Shane.
Yeah,
oh, you guys are fine, man. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and I've got this in here. I'm going to filter out duplicate users and I'm going to get this thing ready to start. I think I picked a junky one this time, but this is for the Amazon gift card, the $20 Amazon gift card. And if you have the comment, if the comment has the that you picked is the one that the most people picked, I'm going to add money to it. So when I send it out tomorrow morning, it'll either be 20 or it'll be have an added amount to it if you pick the right one. I think most everybody picked the seated dime as that, but I have to go back and count it. But anyway, I got all the comments loaded up. I'm gonna refresh that just to be sure that it's still the same. And all right, here we go.
let's go.
Good luck.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
No, I think you have to restart it now. You didn't.
Let's see. Hold on, I'll go check it. Oh, I cleared it. Yay, look at that.
Yeah, when you refreshed it.
It wants me to ask a question. Let's see.
You already fat enough.
I had to pick one that I hadn't used before. That's the problem.
Ah,
Yeah, you fat enough.
why is it wanting to do it again?
I don't know. Let's see.
You're right.
See, there you go. I thought I was all ready to rock.
Wow, it's okay.
Oh,
I'll
well.
get it.
Everybody gets a gift card. Oh, well.
No.
You refresh it. You should have never refreshed it.
I know I had it loaded up.
What'd you make?
Oops. The wrong video URL. Okay. Let's
Oh
do this
man.
real fast. Hold on, I got it real quick. Can't take me that long. Sorry, everybody. We'll get this thing moving pretty quick. I'm giving away money, so you got or Amazon gift cards, so you should. It's okay to be a little patient.
Is that Jerry?
Jerry's playing with his lightsaber.
Jerry's playing with the lightsaber.
Oh, Jerry, go. They're having a battle. I'll play with Yoda.
Mine doesn't make noises like yours.
Hold on, we gotta lock sabers. Get it up here.
Huh?
There we go.
Wait.
All right.
There it is.
Put your helmet back on, right?
All right, I think we got it. 68 unique comments, and let's go.
Let's roll.
Here we go. So as long as it's got to be the
I
right
hope I
one.
win.
Loves puzzles.
Oh man, that's a good
So
one.
many shorts to choose
Oh, wow.
from. I will go with number 3, and that is the correct. That is the correct. Now, Loves Puzzles, I do not think is a member. Of course, I know it's not because I did not have them in my is Loves Puzzles here tonight. Somebody check the chat, see if they're taggable. Because they got to be taggable. And I don't have the, let's see. I haven't seen them chat tonight. That's the thing. You get about 2 minutes or so.
For what? Like what happens if they're members?
If they're members, they don't have to be here because I've already got them in my list for the races tonight.
Gotcha.
Okay, I got you. Hasn't seen them at all. Okay, well, that's just good. Hey, Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin says, just pick me. I'm here. I will. I'm going to give it just a minute for them to show if they're not here. If you're here, you better just leave a comment. 10:02, we will draw again. No, they are not taggable. They're tough. That's part of the deal. I would hate to be that guy to go back and look at one of these and see that I wasn't there and won something good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you also learn what you have to do the next time.
Yeah.
It's a great learning experience.
Are we dealing
You
with
are
our
a mean
children?
I
detectorist.
know. I am so mean. Shelly's so right on that one.
All right, it's coming up in just a few more seconds here. It'll be 10:02, and I will draw again.
Oh, man.
Getting close. Going once.
Going twice. Who's got 3?
Still not taggable. Michael Williams is here.
Hey, Mike.
I know he's a new subscriber that entered in the contest today. Thanks for being a subscriber, Mike. All right, here we go again. We're going to pick again.
Good luck, everyone.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh.
Bells, are you in here tonight, Bells?
Did not see it yet either. On that
Bells
one.
is not a member.
Oh man, you're shooting blanks here, buddy.
Hey, that's it, man. Must be present unless you're a member. So.
Oh man.
Well, Bells gets 1 minute since we've already wasted 2.
Oh man, come on, Bells. It's fun to say.
Number 13 because it's a lucky number, not taggable.
Haven't seen.
What's up, John? The digologist is in the house.
Not taggable, huh?
All right, good enough. We'll get this.
Oh, here it comes. Let's see who's getting it now.
Hey, third time's a charm.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Come on.
Hey,
Josh.
I know that guy.
508.
508 Magnets. Are you in the house, Josh?
Where are you, Josh?
Ooh, Josh may be a member. Let me check that while we're looking.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. I'll tell you how we check that. Let's see. Edit list. 508 Magnets. Are you in here?
I know the name. I don't know if they were in here tonight, though.
I thought Josh might be a member, but I don't. I'm cruising. I do not see him on my member list. Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
draw again unless we get somebody in here and he's got about another 30 seconds until I get back.
Oh, man.
Poor Josh.
I don't think it's ever been this hard.
Yeah, really.
It's difficult.
Give it to us. We'll use it.
Pick
No.
another winner. All right. The minute went by. The Happy Plague Doctor is now a new member. Thank you very much for joining. Fourth time is a charm. I will add you to the other giveaway, Happy Plague.
All right, let's go.
Who's it going to be?
Oh, my goodness.
Yiska Yvonne. I've seen you before, but I did not see you tonight.
Oh, man.
Man, I tell you what.
Eventually, we'll get somebody.
Man, I tell you what, I didn't know it was going to be this hard.
Well, that's
60
4.
seconds and 60 seconds, and we're going to roll again.
Wow.
I never would have thought that it would took this long. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen her either. Usually I see her over at she's at a lot of We Dig It's videos.
You see?
Oh, everybody, while I'm getting ready to load this up again, just be on the lookout. me and Jerry and Rich and Gene from We Dig It, I recorded us in a nice podcast that we're going to start releasing these very soon. It turned out really good. They're going to be in little 15 to 17 minute podcasts, but they have video attached. Look for those to come out. It was some really good details I got out of that. It was a lot of fun. All right, picking another winner.
All right, five times the charm.
Come on.
Here,
Oh my goodness, who's this?
GMA Barnaby.
Now say it 5 times fast. No, go ahead.
GMA Barnaby. There you go. There's a winner.
Yay!
Hey, GMA, there's my email address rolling across the bottom of the screen. Send me an email and I will send you out your Amazon gift card. I assume that you have Amazon where you live. I'm not sure if you're local to the United States.
Keep looking down at
or
my
Canada
phone because
or...
it's like I got the chat going on down there.
Yeah.
If not, we will work something out.
He said he does.
All right. Then I will send you a nice gift card probably first thing in the morning because tonight when I get done with here, I'm going to be exhausted. No worries, Michael. It's the way that it goes, though. It's a lot of fun to do. You know what? While we're sitting here, we will go ahead and do the Treasure Fam race and get that one out of the way as well since we're past 10 o'clock. Let's get this thing loaded up.
We're boring guests right now.
Oh, no, you're great guests.
Ooh, horse race.
10-second race. That's pretty good.
No, I don't want it. I don't want no 10-second race. 1:30. Okay, so in lieu of the Kentucky Derby, this is for the Treasure Fam members. This gift card will consist of several months for free of your membership. Last month's winner was Charlie from Digging It Back. Of course, Charlie always wins. But he is on this one here. And we will get this thing rolling. And I'm going to mute this music just a sec. You know what? I would play the Star Wars theme music tonight, but I'm pretty sure that they would probably demonetize me for it.
But isn't it past like a certain year you can do it?
What's that?
Like, isn't it like still like a copyright thing to after a certain amount of time that it's like if you went back and used the Emperor Strike Back one, you should be able to use it, right?
Other side of the boat, taking the lead. Let's go!
Come on, Jerry.
Practical Ken coming from behind.
Come on, Jerry.
Ezra Diggs, totally gnarly treasures falling behind. Here comes Magnetic Squatch.
Practical Ken.
Oh, no. Magnetic Squatch. He's coming from behind.
Here comes Digging It Back. Digging It Back. Oh,
Totally gnarly treasures.
Digging It Back. He's taking the lead.
Wow. Come on, Nathan.
Calvary Relic coming from behind the pack.
Wow. Come on, Nathan.
Calvary Relic.
Well, they're neck and neck.
Man, it's getting close.
It's real rough. Oh, Nathan's going. He's going.
He's slowing down.
Head blanks. Oh, boo.
Charlie.
Digging it back. Come on, Digging It Back. Wait, who's Charlie?
Digging It Back.
Oh, no, Dig It Back. Get back here. Go back.
Relic. Holy cow.
Oh, the other side of the boat. No.
Oh,
nice.
Good
That's
deal.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
What's he doing with his hands?
I don't know. I'm glad you noticed. I was going to say it, but I didn't want to. I didn't know what he was doing there.
So who was it that just joined a few minutes ago? I'm going to knock these all out right at the moment. Let's see. Oops. I seen we had a new member earlier. Where did that go?
Treasure Charger? No.
There was a new one and it signed up today. Where was the name at?
I don't know.
That's the only one I got to add to the other.
Happy Pledge? Or the Happy Plague?
The Happy
Plague
what?
Doctor.
No.
That's not him?
I don't know. Plague Doctor. Was that it?
The Happy Plague Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah, there he goes. He just gave
right.
you some money too. Good guy. You're banking, buddy. You're banking.
Yeah, all right. It must have been him. If it wasn't him, somebody tell me right now because I'm going to edit this last list.
It definitely was. I looked back.
Okay. All right.
Gotta look up here at the computer.
Happy Plague Doctor. That's something I got to check out.
Where's everybody?
How can you have a happy plague?
Where's everybody?
I don't know. It's a good question.
He's the doctor, so I'm rolling the money.
Is that is the DOK and doctor? Is that a different way of spelling it? I mean, for someplace else, like German or I don't know.
Dochter. Yeah, it's German. It has to come from the throat.
All right, I got this one ready to rock.
Oh man,
this one's going to be tough.
Why?
Because there's 68 folks in this one.
Oh, hey Jerry, this is going to be good. You narrate this one, buddy.
Yeah, Jerry, you got narration again.
It's horse race.
Yeah, because the reason why it's horse races is because right down the road, about 40 miles, the Kentucky Derby will be happening in just a few days.
Nice.
That's fun.
Let's see.
Sean, where are you heading tomorrow?
Wilkes-Barre.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't even notice. Hey, Brian, I'm going to go ahead and promote your Dogtown Trading Company again. I didn't even realize I had that still on the screen. Dogtown Trading Company, buy your metal detector there. Here we go. Going to roll this thing again. Where'd that thing go? There we go. Start in 3, 2, 1, go.
wow. They come on strong on that one.
You read those, Jerry?
No.
Oh. There you go.
There you go.
All right, Can Do Veteran is in the lead. We got Dig and Doug coming up from behind. Oh, Grandma Kelly's making some ground in the back. Treasure Charger from the outside at a steady pace. We got Dig and Doug. Oh, PCTT coming in from the bottom. And Show Me Treasure. Oh, Show Me Treasure's making some ground. Benzo Gold is taking the lead. Dig and Doug, come on, man. 10-man magnet fishing. He just took over Can Do Veteran.
He only had a little bit of a spurt. Good job.
Looter 8 coming from behind. He's making some ground.
Holy smokes, Gypsy
Lola.
Oh my gosh.
Kathy just chilling in the front here right now. The Mish
She's gonna slip right
coming
into
from
it.
the south.
Okay.
The Sand Van and the Greyhound duo neck and neck.
Whoa, come on. Michigan Mim.
Oh,
Channels
they're
sound
all,
like
they're all
horses.
getting tired. Oh no, I see Looter 8 coming from behind. He's making ground.
Whoa, is this one?
Frank!
JP Lawns and
JP
more.
Lawns and more.
Oh, Looter 8's going for
Connie
it.
Barnes.
Nice.
Congratulations, Looter 8.
Tell me that channel names don't sound like horses in the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they should be, huh?
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. You're probably going to hear weirder ones in the Kentucky Derby. There goes Gold Shoes over there and Lucky Pants.
Swamp Rat.
Yeah, there's.
I'm telling you, man, they're all over the place. I mean,
Smoky
Show
Bandit.
Me Treasure. What better horse name is that?
Yeah, that's great. Congrats, Looter 8 on that one.
Good job, Frank. Way to get the W.
Hey, what did they
Oh,
win
anyway.
on that one?
Now we've knocked out all that stuff. We can finish the day up. So we talked about bucket listers and we're only going to go for just a few more minutes because I know some people have to work in the morning.
Jerry missed
But-
his calling.
Yep,
Somebody said Jerry missed his calling.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, oh, and you know, of course, we got the one person in the chat that calls it rigged, and you know that Mary has probably won just as much as anybody else.
It's all right.
She's
It's
just
all right.
mad because she hasn't won yet. So, or won this lately.
Nope. Protected around Kennywood.
Yeah, like I said, you know, you guys got your bucket listers that you wanted to find this year. You know, is there any locations that you haven't gotten a permission at yet that you've been researching, or have you found a story that you haven't done a video for yet that you really want to?
Sean, can I tell the one? So there's a house by Sean. This is funny. We've literally gone to this house 5 times, and there's music playing inside, and there's a truck outside. The yard, the house is awesome, and the yard is beautiful. Like, I feel like this has never been detected. Like, it has that look like, you know, it hasn't been detected because it's down over the hill. It's
Sits
either
back
you know
in.
it's there or you don't know it's there. And we've gone 5 times, and literally no one answers the door.
Ever?
Ever. It's like, it's insane because we'll go and we'll knock. We'll even go to the front door, the side door. We hear music. We think someone's home, and then no one answers. And we're like, but it wasn't a no. So we keep going back, and we still haven't gotten it. So that's my one that I want to try to really get. That would be fun.
Yeah, we've knocked on the barn doors, the shop doors, everywhere on the property.
Just can't get somebody to come out and say hi?
No.
Man.
It's kind of eerie, actually.
So have you tried other means? I mean, so here's a great hypothetical. So if you really want to dig somewhere and you haven't got a yes or a no, so do you take the address and try to find the owner via Facebook or social media, or go that route to find people?
I've found that we've gone to places to where they're like, well, I'm not the owner. I'll message them and they'll call them back, or things like that. I've found that face-to-face is 100% the way to go. If we haven't gotten a hold of the person, we'll wait to meet them in person, like face-to-face, because, you know, if it was me and I hear someone going, hey, I heard that someone, they want to hear this place, or they want to go here and detect. A lot of times they're like, yeah, nah, it's no big deal. I have a friend that does that too, and I'll just do that. So face-to-face is always my way to go. But I could be totally wrong on everyone else's idea.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably the best answer, because usually if you're standing in front of somebody, you know, definitely over a phone call or a text message, it's a lot easier to say no than somebody looking you dead in the windows of your soul, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I start doing the puppy eyes, and I start pulling the lip out when they start to ready to say no. And I go, and then they say, yeah. They're like, okay, buddy, go ahead. You go ahead. No.
You were a spoiled child, weren't you?
No, I was not. No.
He was a twin, so
Yeah, I was a twin. So
I was going to say, man.
It is a twin.
is a twin. I am a twin. Yes.
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, you don't seem like you take no very well.
I mean,
Well,
I do.
Sometimes they'll give the excuse of, no, this has already been detected before, and Rich is like, that's okay. Like, we detect places that have been detected before all the time.
Yeah, my glass is always half full.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always. So I went to we were talking about how going by yourself. I was picking up a new camper, and they had some things to fix on it before I picked it up. And they're like, hey, why don't you go ahead and go get some lunch real quick, because it's going to be about an hour. And I said, yeah, I'll do that. And found a family walking down the road. Oh, that's great. That's awesome too. So, but anyways, I was like, man, I'm not even hungry. So I knocked on a house that was like right around the corner from this place that I was getting my camper, or my RV. And the guy, I go to the door and he's like, yeah, there's someone here 2 times a year, always detecting. Yeah. And I was like, that's okay. I only got an hour. Is it okay if I spend some time in your yard? He's like, yeah, go ahead, have fun. I don't know who these people are that are detecting, because I found like Tootsie cars. I found probably 8 wheat pennies. Didn't get any silver, but then I found a 1830 large cent that was like immaculate. Like it looked like it was dropped the day it was minted into the ground. And I'm like, how did they miss this? It was just unreal. It was amazing, but I didn't film it. So, but
yeah, I love the excuse that somebody's detected. Every time we hear that, it's
Love the
usually we
challenge.
find something, because I'm looking for different targets. I'm not necessarily, because if all the high tones are gone, then all the high tones are gone. But I'll dig nickel signals all day long, because you never know what's going to be around there.
hey, good old belt
Also-
buckles come up in those midtones too. So
Also, the other thing is that there's so much underground railroad activity where I live, of slaves crossing the river, that I know there's a slave tag or some kind of a shackle or something. For historical value, I would love to find something like that.
yeah.
So I dig
yeah.
iron too.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the iron. I dig it. I don't like it, but
Rich digs lots of iron.
Because
Yeah.
it weighs your thoughts down, man.
yeah.
So if we didn't get it before, each of you guys, which detector are you all using? We know that Sean's using the Legend, because we already touched on that a little bit. But what about the rest of you?
Noxes.
All Noxes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the oddball.
I got an E-track.
Well, E-Track's a coin shooting machine for sure.
Yeah.
That's how he learned to be the coin shooter.
Yep.
Dinosaur.
Dave
like
has more than one name. He's the silver sniper, but he's also the coin shooter. He's also the what do we call him? The cherry picker, the
Bottom feeder.
bottom feeder,
Yeah.
Debbie
Bottom
Downer,
feeder.
Yeah.
Debbie Downer. Sometimes, he has a lot of different names, but the one that stuck was silver sniper because it sounded the nicest.
The silver sniper sounds nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah. He's well,
Well,
it's true though. So
Sean wants a new nickname. We got to come up with a contest so everybody can pick a nickname for him, huh?
They
So,
do like
right. So my thing about Sean is at least he went against the grain and did something different than you guys. If you're all swinging Noxus and he grabbed a Legend, then I'm definitely down with that.
I went from the AT Pro to, I think I won the Simplex. Didn't like that. And then whenever Rich got the Equinox 800, I got an Equinox 800. I didn't like it.
Really?
because he
I went
couldn't
back
use
to
it.
AT Pro.
Wow.
So I did actually have the Equinox 800 as well. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it.
I like
I feel like Equinox is real easy.
Yeah, we're all looking at like the possibly getting a Deus.
There you go.
You might become a Deus crew.
Maybe.
I know a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about a Deus. I haven't swung one yet, so I can't comment. But I've played with, I like the Mana Core. I like all the Mind Lab equipment. I love my Legend. I'm pretty content with that thing right now. I have not got a chance to play with the Deus much.
Nightmare.
Yeah, we went when we did the come out swinging. We got to use it a little bit over with Hollywood Joe,
Teresa.
and Teresa.
Here.
Yeah, they let us use it for a little bit, and I really like it. It's a neat machine. It's an amazing light machine.
Light, yeah. And
They say it's king. They say it's king in the iron. So I'd love to get my hands on it.
Especially with all the woods hunting, them sites. I think it would find all the coins and buttons and stuff, relics, really a lot easier.
Yeah.
The one thing is that I always notice is that when you get something new and you start swinging something different, and then you go back to old sites, you really do seem to find other things. I don't think it's because the machine's any better. I think it's that you're trying to focus in on your new machine, and you're paying more attention to what you're swinging over. You're slowing down. You're being very precise on, and you're digging more targets because you don't know the VDIs yet. I think that's the reason why I think these machines are all about the same. I think they're pretty equal as far as how well they do.
Right. I agree with that. I mean, once you master a machine, I mean, it does really come to a point where like you just know everything you're digging. I mean, it really does come down to that. Like the Equinox, I mean, yes, I do dig a little bit more iron, but the reason why I'm digging it is because, I mean, I've had so many times where I thought I was digging iron and I still dug it just because, and then end up being something awesome. So there are times I dig the iron signals even like just to prove it wrong that it wasn't.
It wasn't about 4 weeks ago. We were on that field that we were on that place that we were talking about where, all the high tones have been dug out. And I had I was playing on my legend and I had a 46 on the legend, but it was immediately hit. It sounded like it was iron haloing, of course. You get that high tone hit right on a piece of iron. And I dug the target out and I flipped the plug and the plug cleaned up completely. And lo and behold, my signal was in there and it was a mercury dime. But go back down in the hole and it was laying right on top of a piece of iron. So, normally back when I wouldn't have heard that, but I just, you hear that sound, man, regardless, you got to dig it because, a lot of places are iron infested.
I always check with Jerry because Jerry has his iron on all the time. So like, I don't always have it on, but I do check with Jerry a lot to just see if he can, just listen to it just a little bit to see if it is something. And he goes, I'd still dig it just in case. He said, it sounds like iron, but I'll still dig it. And I've gotten lucky a couple times. So,
Yeah, I gotta say I stay in all metal mode. I don't stray from it because I just want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have taken you guys way too long tonight. We're closing in on the 10:30 hour. I never go this late.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun. At some point in time, I'd really like to check back in and do this again at a later time.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll have some more different ideas to go with. I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about today, but time went by so fast.
It did.
We'll shoot for next year. We'll make another time that we'll do a show and we'll see where the progression is again. And
sure.
I mean, you'll be at 7,000 subscribers by then.
Man, you know what?
May the 4th open for us, huh?
Well, yeah, we'll just wait till a Thursday. No, we can't wait till Thursday, May the 4th again. That'll be a long time.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate it. And everybody that hung out tonight, congratulations to all the winners. I definitely appreciate everybody that has joined the membership program or who participated in the giveaway this week. It was a lot of fun to do. If you won, I will get your prizes out in the morning. Just do me a favor and click on the little thing that lets me know that you got the card. That way I don't have to worry about it. A lot of people don't click on their email and find it. So you got to send me an email and then I will send it right back to your email address the next day. But as always, I appreciate everybody for being here. Everybody, please check out the PA Relic Hunters.
Dude, it was an awesome show. I appreciate it.
Thanks for everybody that came to hang out with us too.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Anytime.
Not everybody, but
Dave's getting a little choppy down there. What's he doing?
He's got bad internet service. Like I said, he's not the tech guy.
Not the tech guy. Yeah, kick the squirrel cage and make him run faster. No, I definitely will appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next. Well, you ain't gonna see me next week because I'll be leaving for vacation.
Oh.
But you will see somebody next week, probably the We Dig It guys or FL Thunder. So
okay.
Till then.
Peace,
right,
guys.
Everybody.
Later.
See you later.
Later, everybody.